We continue now with our series, The Season with De La Salle Football.
Taylor Lambert is here with the huge game against Long Beach Poly.
Marissa, this is the Spartans' biggest test since their opening loss in Dallas. Tonight we look at how the team prepared this week and the history of the matchup, and then, of course, the highlights from the big game.
The Season with De La Salle is presented by Dr. Charles Preston, sports medicine specialist at Muir Orthopedic Specialists, and on the sidelines with the De La Salle Spartans.
After a win last week against San Ramon Valley, the Spartans, ranked 4th in the state, look ahead to their next matchup, Long Beach Poly, ranked 5th in the state.
You guys capitalized, that's all good things. But let's make no bones about it. The team coming next Friday. Woo! But it ain't gonna be easy, I'll tell you that.
Two highly touted teams facing off, but this matchup is a familiar one, a famous one even. Back in 2001, Long Beach Poly and De La Salle were ranked 1st and 2nd in the nation, the first time ever in the United States where 1 and 2 played each other. DLS and LBP met in Southern California in what was dubbed the Game of the Century. The game was, and still is, a big deal. It was the first nationally televised high school football game in the United States, a game that De La Salle won 29-15, staking their claim as the top team in the nation.
Boy, what a phenomenal atmosphere. It was the first time in the history that number 1 and number 2 had played against each other in the country.
I was a senior in 01, the first year we played them down in LA, and it was the biggest game in the nation up until that point. Excellent atmosphere. They had a very talented team.
A combined 11 players from both teams in that game would go on to play in the NFL. 11 players, including Mercedes Lewis from Poly and Maurice Jones-Drew from De La Salle.
So you really got to see some great plays, and that was obviously Maurice. That was his coming out party. He scored 4 touchdowns.
Option again. Gutierrez gives to the man through. It's Drew, and Drew's in the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Touchdown.
These two teams met up again in 2002, with De La Salle again beating the Jackrabbits. Now this week, Long Beach Poly visits Concord to try and exact revenge some 14 years later.
From the beginning of the season, this game was what I was most excited for. They have a lot of good players, and they're not coming out here to, not prove anything. They're coming out here to prove a point.
We'll put together a pretty good game plan. We typically have a good one going in. We just got to prep hard. I mean, our kids really got to study the film and know their tendencies.
Phillips, you're way too high. No physicality. 6 techniques, we went through this 100 times. They pull the tackle and you're on the wide side of the field, you immediately go get quarterback.
Film study is key to De La Salle game preparation. The Spartans don't add plays or schemes from game to game, but they watch heaps of film to expose tendencies in their opponent. Then they pound those weaknesses with plays they've had installed for years.
You can tell whether it's going to be a run or a pass almost every time. If that running back is even or in front of the quarterback, it's a pass. I don't know why they haven't changed that. Okay, gentlemen, time to get to work. Get that weight room.
Game day. All the film and practice comes down to this. Everyone traveled here to see the big show. Everywhere from Walnut Creek to Finland.
De La Salle is really good. I've heard really much, and of the 12 years winning streak.
The Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits have star power on the field and on the sideline, as former New York Giant and Super Bowl champion Antonio Pierce serves as head coach. But that fact only grows the Spartans' appetite for a win.
Do not allow anything else but your best effort out there. You won't be able to live with yourself. Make yourselves proud. Make yourselves proud.
The game starts out sloppy for De La, but with 2 minutes left in the first during a timeout, the coaching staff applies what we saw earlier in the film room.
We're going to go double 22, we'll go double left, 38 power, left pop.
The Spartans have the football in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Here's Sweeney looking to throw. Wide open, Asiasi, touchdown! 18 yards, Sweeney Asiasi, and the Spartans are up 6-0.
Hey, we can come back to that and take a yeah.
The Spartan defense gets the ball right back for DLS, and they decide to take a shot as Mark Piniella goes over the route one more time with Isaiah Randall.
You just run right to him, and he'll suck in, make it look like a block first, but go like about 80-90% at him. He'll vacate, and then just take off down the sideline.
Well, they work, but they work. And Sweeney wanting to throw, looking down at Isaiah Randall, and Randall makes a great catch inside the 5. What a play by Isaiah Randall. That was tremendous.
The Spartans are handling their business, giving up only 66 yards by halftime and lead 22-6.
We have to go down. We get the ball first at half. We got to go down and start punching these guys out. We go up another score, they're down 4 scores. They ain't going to get that.
The Spartans take the ball after half and march on a 7-minute, 18-play scoring drive with only one hiccup.
Hey, if it doesn't work, though, it's on you.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's on you?
It's on me.
You'll take that?
It's going for 6.
I'll bet. Well, I want it to go for 6. I'll get you coffee. It goes for 6. No coffee. No coffee for Joey. Sorry. I'll take a latte, though. Non-fat.
But the Spartans get into the end zone a few plays later, and from there, it just pretty much gets out of hand. In a span of 6 minutes, De La Salle scores 27 points, absolutely dominant, which makes for one sad jackrabbit. But it also makes for one happy Coach Allenbaugh.
They're tapping out. Offense! Offense! Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right there. You can celebrate over here.
Yeah! When you're on something special like this, it doesn't happen very often. And you're on to being one, right now, to being considered one of the greatest defenses in De La Salle history. And we're going to finish the job. That defense really is right to state. I'm telling you that right now. And we're going to win state.
Just like clockwork, De La Salle, another win, had that loss at the beginning of the season, haven't lost since, and another tough opponent. They're looking great.
Yeah, beat a really good team this week.
They really did. Excellent.